Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So yeah, I'm one of the luckiest dudes going. I get to hang out with this guy. This dude here, I get to hang out with him all week long, and he actually invited me to check out his collection. I've been after him for about a better part of a year now to check out Shane's collection. Shane is actually my boss. He's the owner of J&L Frame and Alignment. And he just took on another business venture, Shane's Surplus World.
Yep.
Not automotive related, but it's another business venture. Shane's a busy guy, and Shane has amassed a collection, an absolute massive collection of gas and oil and all things automotive related, as well as a collection of cars and trucks and things that we're gonna kind of do a brief teaser here of some of the things that are here. This is just one part of the building. Before we move to the other side here, why don't we, so this is a 70 Chevelle 454, so a big block automatic car.
Arizona air car.
Arizona car.
Air.
Air?
Yep.
Wow. So this is black with white stripes and a white interior, I believe.
And white interior, yeah.
So Shane's working on it. You actually you've had this for a number of years, but you actually haven't even had a chance to drive it yet.
Nope, have not yet.
It's a pretty car. So when this is down in the future and you get to working on it, we'll have a better look at it. But I'm a fan of Chevelles, and the 70s are one of my favorite. So this side of the shop, Shane, now this is part of the collection. Some of it he has not gone through yet. We're going to get to the other side of the building and show you the other part of the collection. There's some neat stuff here. I've been after Shane for a long time to, yeah, we're going through a phone booth here. It's just like Maxwell Smart. This is the SaskTel phone booth that divides, this is the doorway that divides the two buildings. Kind of neat. So this side here, this is a big oil can collection here. And it's just a small dose of what's in here. This collection. Now the cool thing about Shane's collection, most guys that collect have been doing it for decades. Shane, you've been at this for what, 5 years?
6 years now, yeah.
Wow. You've amassed a lot of stuff. There's stuff in the rafters here.
Yeah, stuff in the rafters. Now there's no more room on the walls, so now we gotta go in the ceiling.
Almost need another building to
yeah, I need more room.
And you've got curio cabinets in between all the bays here, full of all kinds of automotive memorabilia. It's really neat stuff. Why don't we work our way from the left to the right? So I'm just gonna, it's kind of tight in here.
Yeah, you go down.
So this is Shane's 68 C10. Yep. 68, is it?
68, yeah. I had it for about 23 years now. Yeah, it's been a great truck. Not easy on it, but it's been a great truck.
Yeah, every time you drove this, it was basically,
yeah.
Yeah,
the valves are floating.
So I think when I first met you, we were actually car buddies before we were employer.
Right. Yeah.
And I think you were driving this when I first met you.
Yeah, that and the Le Mans.
The Le Mans, that's right, which is at the other end of the building here.
Yeah. We'll move Shane out of the way.
And the doors are covered in all kinds of, like, there's so much in here.
They're all laminated so they don't get wrecked.
Wow. We've looked at some cans in here that are 100+ years old. We've looked at a lot of really neat stuff I've never seen before. So this one here, this is the 67 Chevelle.
Yeah.
This is an Arizona car. 396.
Yeah, 4-speed.
4-speed, black on black.
Hotchkiss front and rear.
Yeah, the suspension, and it's all powder coated underneath there. It's as pretty underneath as it is on top.
Yeah. Powder coated frame and rad support, inner tubs. Everything's gone through front to back. And it rides like a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nice. This is a
one
real.
quite have caught a couple of wards of dragons with it, so I'm happy. So.
Yeah.
And if you smile when you're driving, that's all that counts.
Yeah. And this one you just acquired. This is
39.
39.
Just acquired it just before winter.
So you haven't had a lot of seat time in this one yet.
Nope, up and down the highway once, and that's it. My wife drove it once or twice to see what you thought of it, and she loved it, and the car just floats.
Just drives real nice.
Drives real nice, yeah. Got a front bumper. When they restored it, they never put the bumper on.
Oh.
It's still sitting wrapped up in plastic.
I'm going to try and get back here and show some, like there's so much going on in here. There's traffic lights, there's railway signals. There's, how many gas pumps in this side?
I got only one on this side.
Wow. And all those cabinets that you see are completely full of, you know, spark plugs and wiper blades and
Original edition parts, and yeah, they're all full.
everything's full.
Wiper cabinets are full, everything.
There's so much to see in here. And this is the Le Mans.
This is Le Mans.
Yeah, I like this car.
Is a great daily driver. It's a good car.
You have put a lot of miles on this one.
Yeah, a lot of miles on this one. Don't have to stress. You just drive it and go.
And this is a 455.
455. The original 326 sitting in the shop, but it's still the crushed velvet interior is still original from probably the 70s.
Cool.
Yeah, and it matches the paint. So
yeah, it's a pretty color. I've always loved the color on this car.
The color of it. And I've never seen Le Mans with dual aerials.
Yeah, that's neat.
That's really neat. So.
There's so much to see in here. Here's one of the curio cabinets. He's got several of these in here, full of all kinds of. This is a white rose.
This is a white rose cabinet. A little bit of B8 up top. Even the B8 barbecue.
Look at that. Cool giveaways that they had at the gas station.
Yeah, even some plastic outboard motor oil cans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one neat cabinet here you've got with all the. Oh, it's over there. I bought that one. You've got 280 cans in
286 4-ounce cans in there.
Wow.
Yeah. I made it, and I didn't make the bottom shelf big enough because the bottom ones you don't see.
And this one here is the Barrett-Jackson truck.
This is the Barrett-Jackson truck.
We're going to touch on that. As soon as we get a kind of a scan around here, we're going to talk about that Barrett-Jackson truck a little bit more. I just want to get over here. There's so much to see in here, guys. This is going to be one of maybe multiple videos. Because there's just so much going on.
Yeah, even a GM battery rack. Yeah, Robin Hood flower sign was never hung. It was in a lady's closet. Yeah.
Wow. And look at all the. Yeah, you've amassed an impressive collection here. Look at this gas pumps.
Cleaned with a toothbrush and then put out.
Yeah. So the Barrett-Jackson truck.
Yes.
So you bought this at Barrett-Jackson in what year was that? 2015, 14?
13, yeah.
13?
Like that. Yeah, it's probably 6 years I've had it. Bought it at Barrett-Jackson, went down for the experience. Had a heart attack, went and remortgaged the house, and we went to Barrett-Jackson with my cousin and went down to the ring, started looking at vehicles. This one came up on the block. It looked cool. We bought it, and they shipped it right home. TFX shipped it right to my door.
Right.
It was a cool experience. It was well worth it. I could have not built the truck for what I paid for it. And if it would have went on Saturday sale, it probably went for another 20 G's more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a pretty truck. It was a little bit lower when you got it.
Yes, too
You've
low.
you've had to do some things to it.
Yeah, we had to put springs in the front because it was just too low. Yeah, we were bottoming it out on the way to town.
The interior is my favorite part of this
Yeah,
truck. This
I really like it, and it's a Bentley suede, and
Wow.
it's cool. Even the headliner. So, yeah,
it's pretty.
yeah.
And
Tongue
you
cover, reverse tailgate, smooth roll pan. It's got 5 and 6 inch Beltec dropped suspension, 3-inch black widow exhaust. The exhaust is all powder coated. And then we never drove it, so we decided to pull the motor and do an LS swap.
Yeah, so I thought this was originally a 305 truck. It said 350 originally.
350 truck, yeah. Dual tanks. We figure it came from California because when I got it, there was so much sand in the fuel filter when I changed it. So then we put an LS swap. And then we did a little bit of fancy stuff underneath the hood.
Yeah, you did a lot of neat work. These covers are pretty.
Yeah, covers are white, and then they got the orange in the back, a little bit of silver on the accent. Place for the business cards for work.
Yeah.
And then K&N filter goes right into the right into here, so you can't see it. And then I'll turn it up right away, but all these light up at night.
Right. I knew you had a lot of lighting like this. I
Yeah.
knew lit up.
And I got one more. I just bought a new Chevy decal. You bolt on, and it lights up orange.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's my next step this winter. Runs and drives great. The LS has lots of power, and put a big cam in it. Some bigger valve springs. 700 R4 with a 2200 stall and a shift kit.
Oh,
And
okay.
it drives nice. It sounds mean.
It does. It does
sounds
sound
like
good.
an old school hot rod.
And it's a 5.3, but
5.3.
it's modified.
It's modified, bigger cam. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it sounds wild, this truck.
yeah. No, it's awesome. Here, I'll turn the lights on.
Oh, yeah, and then on the ground, I knew there was...
Oh yeah, yes, I have courtesy lights. You know, the Chevy decal lights up. The 2 Chevy ones light up underneath the hood.
Oh, cool.
And then the ones on the bottom, but they're not straight right now. But you can see the Chevy decal and the emblems.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's neat.
Yeah, it's something different.
Really cool.
Yeah, the covers, I'm happy. It looks good. It's impressive. I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
You open the hood, you can see how many hours you spent.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
time was spent. So the computer's actually right in here. And that's a nice cover for it.
Yeah, expansion tanks all done. Like everything's all modified, but I'm happy. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Get
turned
lots
out.
of thumbs up, and when you open the hood, it's even better then.
Yeah, and you do
Yeah.
enjoy this. You're driving it.
I enjoyed it. I did the 3rd trip to town on the weekend, and
Yeah.
it's awesome. Yeah.
So tell me about the Barrett-Jackson experience. So I'm kind of curious to know more about that, and I'm sure other people are.
Yep.
So when you go to Barrett-Jackson, you pay to get into the show?
You pay to go to get into the show. You have to have a bank letter saying you can buy. You
Right.
have to have that amount of cash to buy. You can't just bid and then hopefully you get the money later. You have to have the money up front. If you bring the letter with you, then they ticket you and you go down and then you start looking.
So you pay to get into the event, and you have to have that letter.
Yep.
And then you pay to get the bidder's card?
Yep. You pay to get the bidder's card. You go down, and then I think there was 890 cars when we went.
Wow.
And I had picked out about 17 that I liked, and then we went upstairs, started looking at them, and there's a couple that maybe shouldn't have been there,
Yeah.
but other than that, this is the one there was 3 I really fell in love with, and this was one of them, and this was the first one to come up in the docket, and I bought it right away. I kept
Yeah.
sticking my hand up. Yep. He says, well, you can't bid against yourself. Oh, okay, I guess I'm the last bidder then. So sold, came down, we bought it, took a picture at the truck, and I was so excited. I was like, there's another 70 coming up, Chevy short box, red and white, let's go get it. So I ran upstairs, talked to the bank manager. He's like, no, you bought one already, you don't need another one. But the experience was unbelievable to see the cars go across the stage.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you have the chance to go down and do that experience, it's really neat. And especially to buy something and have it shipped home to your driveway.
Yeah, that's exciting.
That was exciting to have it shipped home right to your driveway.
Well, I was happy for you when I heard that you got down there and that you actually bought something and it was on its way back to Saskatoon.
Exactly. That was cool.
A neat experience. So do you mind me asking how much was it to get in and then how much was it to buy a bidder's card? Do you remember?
Well, I think if it was like a $249 for both of us, I think.
Yeah.
With the bidder card, I think. And that bidder card came with everything. So you just had to buy the bidder card.
Okay.
Once you bought the bidder card, me and my cousin and his girlfriend came, or his wife, and then we went down, and you got the bidder's card. You got to go right down to the stage, up to the cars, everything.
So that opened up everything for you.
And it came with 6 drinks free a day.
Oh.
And a drink ticket card. They just tapped your drinks every day. So it was worth the experience going. We had lots of fun. It was really neat. So
cool deal. I always wondered about that part of it. You know what? If you think about it, the average guy, you know, most of us are flying there. So there's a plane ticket, there's hotels, there's meals, and then you get there and you need to buy the bidder's card and all that other stuff, and have the bank draft and and then you get there and you're almost obligated, I would think, to come home with something, and not all guys do.
No, that's
but
right.
I mean, the experience costs money, but you came home. You actually found something you really liked, and you came home with it. And it's a stunning truck, and you put your own twist on it. I like the fact that it's got the LS and all the neat covers, and I really love the interior of that truck. You've left that alone because that's really, really pretty.
Oh yes, to do the LS swapping it now, I'm happy. It was worth it. There's nothing wrong with the other motor. It had 18 miles on it.
Yeah, it was a low mile, and that one actually is going to make its way into the purple 68 eventually. So that's not a wasted venture.
No, not at all.
And you wanted this to be a turnkey, reliable.
Turnkey, drive it, have some fun, fuel injection. Probably the first one around to do covers like this than anybody.
Yeah.
And that was my #1 goal, was to make it look impressive, and I'm happy.
It worked out.
Yeah.
While we're talking about this truck, you've got a little thing in the other side that kind of covers that whole experience on that truck.
Yeah, we'll go over there.
Yeah,
so
right
you
here.
Go down. Is that right up?
Oh, you've got lights in there as well?
It does,
So this is a display cabinet that has all the stuff that...
Oh, maybe it don't light up anymore. Oh, wrong one. All right, let's see.
So there's the bidder's card. And does Barrett-Jackson supply you with a lot of... Oh, there you go. You've got a light inside there.
Yeah.
So there's a poster on the whole deal.
Yeah, there was a poster on the truck, and what it was sitting on the seat of the truck. You know, stunning custom show truck, and recently undergone body off restoration. You know, side moldings, marker lamps were shaved and covered up. The rails were ripped off. 20-inch wheels, 5 and 6-inch drop, dual flow masters.
Gives
interior.
you the full description of that truck.
Yeah, exactly, with the bidders, number on it and everything. And on the key tag, I still have the original bidders 115 number on it. I never took it off yet.
Oh, cool.
And then when it goes across the lot, soon as it's sold, they take a picture. So, yeah. And in the background, when they took my photo, because they take a photo of you when you're bidding. They want to know who's bidding. And you can see, I think it's my cousin in the background. Wasn't it, Kristen?
Yes.
Yeah, cousin was in the background, and then me and my wife went down, and then we took our pictures after the truck sold. We went back up because it goes back up to its original spot where it came from.
Yeah.
When it sold, and then the sold decal right there. goes on it.
And there's the, so that would have been on the window.
Yeah, and then we already went down to TFX, and they tell you that where is it going, and they slap it right on the window.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's really neat experience. We had lots of fun doing it.
A well-organized setup, eh?
Yeah, a great wife let me do it, so that made life a lot easier. So
Well, that's awesome.
yeah, we had lots of fun doing it. It was a great experience, and
There's actually the carrier.
yeah, that's the carrier. It showed up at our house just like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, we had lots of fun doing it. It was, yeah, there you go on the left-hand side. We made a board of what's on it, everything that came in it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it was a great experience. Had lots of fun, and it was worth doing. If you have a chance to go down and do it, you know, sometimes the Kinsman Club has that raffle where you can get 50 grand and tickets to go. I'd be buying tickets.
Yeah.
Because it was a good experience. It was lots of fun. It was really enjoyable to go, and especially you buy it, you pay for it, and now you wait in limbo.
Yeah.
Was it 3 weeks, Kristen?
I don't remember.
3-4 weeks?
3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, and all of a sudden it's like, well, is it coming? Is it coming? Is it coming? And then the truck finally shows up. You're like, okay, I made out okay. Yeah.
That's cool. Well, I'm glad that you kind of documented the whole experience
Yeah.
in here. This is
Yeah.
a neat display. I like that.
Yeah, they give you everything. You sign your name and everything after you do the document, everything. Yeah. So, yeah, it was a great experience. Yeah.
That's cool, Shane.
Yeah. And now it has LS in it. Now we drive it. It's great. So, yeah.
Wow. Well, thanks, bud. I appreciate you. I know you're a busy guy, and I really appreciate you letting me rip this video off here. And
anytime.
we're gonna have to. This, like I say, this side, he hasn't had a chance to go through all this stuff, and there's enough to fill another building here. But yeah, we're gonna have to do